Well, what the heck is the DEA doing? CBD oil, the oil used by tens of thousands of people to treat childhood epilepsy, Crohn's disease, and multiple other medical conditions, is now a Schedule I drug. Why this move is completely wrong and the consequence of it in a reality check you won't see anywhere else. Well, it was a move that happened quietly but has enormous ramifications. The DEA has reclassified CBD oil as a Schedule I drug. Specifically, here's what they did. Marijuana, which is correctly called cannabis, is already a Schedule I drug. That status means that the drug, according to the federal government, has no medical use or value, which is provably untrue, and is highly addictive, also provably untrue. Now, with that Schedule I status, cannabis is lumped together with drugs like heroin, which actually have no medical value, and those are highly addictive. So what exactly is CBD oil? Well, inside of a cannabis plant, there are 400 plus ingredients, including dozens of different kinds of cannabinoids, which can be extracted as oil. CBD is a particular kind of cannabinoid oil, and unlike THC, the chemical that can give you a high when it's smoked, CBD is not psychoactive. That's really important. It means it does not have the ability to get you high. Earlier this year, I spoke with a local mom whose little son Hawk takes CBD oil for medical purposes.
Our doctor came into the room and he just looked at me, and you can't read a neurologist's face because they're so, sort of stoic. That's a good word for it. He said, well, I'll tell you this. He said, the brain waves have calmed down. He said, even the background waves have calmed down. There's no more hard spikes, which are called hypsarrhythmia. He said, I would consider this 1,000 times better. And he just looked at me and said, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
Well, candidly, that little boy Hawk, his life is being saved by CBD oil. And Hawk is not alone. He is one of hundreds of children right here in Georgia, tens of thousands of them around the nation, who depend on CBD oil to help control serious issues such as seizures. Children who suffer from epilepsy, they have seen results where they've gone from having 300 seizures a week down to only 2 or 3 just by eating 1 to 2 drops of oil a day. CBD is saving lives. So is THCA, the acidic form of THC, and THC oil. So why did the DEA feel the need to make this distinction? Well, essentially, the DEA created a new category of drugs, specifically for cannabis, called marijuana extracts. In short, the DEA is clarifying that cannabis isn't just illegal, but any naturally occurring oil extracted from that natural plant, they say, has no medical value and is highly addictive. And that is absolutely untrue. And to see how untrue, consider the fact that the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services holds a patent on CBD and cannabinoids. I've shown you this before, but U.S. Patent 6630507 lists cannabinoids and as antioxidants and neuroprotectants. HHS holds the patent on using CBD and other cannabinoids for the purpose of treating Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, autoimmune diseases like Crohn's, and even HIV. So what you need to know is that, once again, for the DEA to claim that CBD and other cannabis extracts have no medical value, while HHS holds a patent on those same extracts as medicine, is beyond ludicrous. But what's more, the DEA doesn't even have the authority to do this. In this case, the DEA is trying to create a new category of dangerous drug simply because some bureaucrat has decided that the oil from this plant should be illegal to possess. And that is an authority the DEA doesn't have. The agency is tasked with enforcing the law, not creating or expanding them. That's Reality Check. Let's talk about that on Twitter.
In under 4 minutes, video exposes vile nature of DEA classifying CBD oil as Schedule I. The DEA struck again, this time moving to make CBD oil, a life-saving medicinal substance derived from the cannabis plant, a Schedule I narcotic, an act so defying logic and against the public interest. It all but proves the agency's fealty to Big Pharma. Schedule I drugs, substances, or chemicals are defined as drugs with no currently accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse, the DEA claims, and the fact cannabis and, now, CBD, cannabidiol oil are listed there, alongside heroin and cocaine, disputes the government's own studies, no less than 40 of them. Cannabis and cannabinoid derivatives have been proven, by government researchers, to treat everything from prostate and lung cancers, to breast, blood, and even brain cancer. Other studies have proven the substances can treat Crohn's disease, childhood epilepsy, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and much more. CBD oil, in particular, has saved or miraculously improved the lives of even very young children who previously endured tens, or even hundreds, of crippling seizures every week due to epilepsy. In fact, 3 separate studies in a span of just 5 months proved this. Anecdotal evidence further shows the benefits of CBD oil. One 3-year-old who was diagnosed with severe autism and had been unable to vocalize after being treated for a rare form of cancer, gained the ability to speak after just 2 days of treatment with the substance. Even house pets benefit from treatment with cannabidiol oil. Dogs receive relief from seizures and pain with regular doses. This is a misguided and, frankly, ignorant move by the DEA. Jeffrey Zucker, president and co-founder of Denver-based Green Lion Partners, told Westword. CBD does nothing but help people, and to put it on a level with heroin is absurd. Hopefully the backlash will be extreme enough for them to reconsider, as the only group this ruling helps is the pharmaceutical industry. Outrage has only intensified since the DEA's December 14 filing to register CBD and cannabinoids as a substance of no medical worth, with attorneys, advocates, parents, patients, and even the media collectively calling the move, well, asinine, if not recklessly cruel. Any businesses selling such products have until January 13 to properly register, in order for CBD oil and other cannabis extract-containing items to be tracked when the rule change is made official. For its part, the DEA dismissed public ire as so much hysteria, calling the categorization of cannabis extract products a simple administrative switch that won't have any bearing on sales. However, that assertion fails to address how individual states, and their law enforcement agencies, will decide to interpret the move. Calling the DEA's action very concerning, Attorney Bob Hoban, head of the Hoban Law Group, explained, what it purports to do is give the DEA control of all cannabinoids as a controlled substance. Hoban said the danger lies in when other federal and state agencies use the drug codes as defining factors of what's legal and illegal, reports The Cannabist. At a minimum, it interferes with commerce, Hoban noted. At a maximum, it exposes people potentially to criminal action. It worries me because the definition of any marijuana-derived products, such as cannabinoids, are not unlawful substances, per se. It seems like they're trying to extend their authority over all cannabinoids. Robert J. Kopecki, director of federal policies at the Marijuana Policy Project, had far stronger feelings about the DEA's move, telling Vice, the whole policy around this plan is just so illogical. Even when you look at the criteria you're supposed to be looking at under the law, they're just not following it. It's just a stupid policy for lack of a better term. What the heck is the DEA doing? Asks journalist Ben Swan in a recent reality check explanatory video, calling the agency's actions completely wrong. Swan explains the cannabis plant has over 400 different ingredients, including cannabinoids, which can be extracted as oil. CBD is a particular kind of cannabinoid oil, and unlike THC, the chemical that can give you a high when it's smoked, CBD is not psychoactive. That's really important. It means it does not have the ability to get you high. He further notes the tens of thousands of children benefiting from cannabinoid oil can go from suffering hundreds of seizures each week to just 2 or 3 per day, with 1 to 2 drops of oil daily. CBD is saving lives, Swan asserts plainly. So is THCA, the acidic form of THC, and THC oil. Image, http://pixel.watch/QUT7. As a veteran propaganda-slaying journalist explains, essentially, the DEA created a new category of drugs, specifically for cannabis, called marijuana extracts. In short, the DEA is clarifying that cannabis isn't just illegal, but any naturally occurring oil, extracted from that natural plant, they say has no medical value and is highly addictive, and that is absolutely untrue. And to see how untrue, consider the fact that the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services holds a patent on CBD and cannabinoids. U.S. Patent 6,630,507, in fact, lists cannabinoids as antioxidants and neuroprotectants. HHS holds the patent on using CBD and other cannabinoids for the purpose of treating Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, autoimmune diseases, like Crohn's, and even HIV. This proves, indisputably, the government knows the astonishingly varied and proven medical value of the cannabis plant and its derivatives, but the DEA doesn't want you to have access to them, something Swan rightly calls beyond ludicrous. However, in addition to outright absurdity, the DEA doesn't even have the authority to do this, he continues. In this case, the DEA is trying to create a new category of dangerous drug, simply because some bureaucrat has decided that the oil from this plant should be illegal to possess. And that is an authority the DEA doesn't have. The agency is tasked with enforcing the law, not creating or expanding it. Read more at http://thefreethought project.com/video-cbd-dea-schedule-1/#LaCosto50BPSFKUSE.99